G'day guys, and welcome to what should be my last Black Ops gameplay for a very long time. Obviously, Modern Warfare 3 is just around the corner. I'm not going to be uploading any Black Ops for a very long time, so, well, that is hopefully. I mean, it depends how Modern Warfare 3 is, but today I kind of want to talk about my final thoughts for the game. A lot of commentators have been doing similar commentaries, but I thought I kind of had a different point of view to a lot of them, so, anyway, before I kind of started, I wanted to kind of talk about our thoughts coming into this game, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, this was probably the most I came into this game thinking it was going to be the best COD just because we saw the trailers, you know, so many new things seem to be added. You know, wage matches looked awesome. A lot of the guns looks awesome. And if you think about it, by then we were really sick of Modern Warfare 2. We just wanted something new, but I mean, I was really excited coming into this game, and I got to admit, the first day I played it, I loved it. After the first week, I hated it. Took like literally a 4-month break, and then started playing it again. But I got to admit, guys, it is kind of sad letting it go, as kind of lame as that might sound. It is kind of sad, you know, seeing this game go, because, I mean, a lot of commentators have been kind of dissing it and saying, you know, they're really happy to see it go, but, you know, this game, I've loved it so much, and it's pretty much gotten it to where I am today, you know. It is what my YouTube channel started on, so it kind of is, you know, it's a cool game like that. I'll always have it kind of deep down in my heart, and I know that sounds really gay, but you guys know what I mean. So, this probably will be my last Black Ops video for a very long time, which, as I said, you know, is a little bit sad, but I guess you guys have been giving me awesome feedback on my Black Ops video ever since I started, so hopefully that will continue when Modern Warfare 3 is out. So anyway, before I talked about multiplayer too much, I kind of quickly want to talk about zombies and campaign really quickly. So, the campaign for me was just amazing, just absolutely amazing. The storyline was probably the best storyline any COD's ever had. The gameplay wasn't amazing, but it was very fun still. In general, it was just a really, really nice campaign. I really enjoyed it. One thing that a lot of CODs lack is a good campaign, or sorry, a long campaign rather. And unfortunately, yeah, Black Ops didn't give us a very long campaign, but it was still a really fun campaign. The zombies for me was a little bit of a disappointment. I mean, I did have a lot of fun on it still. But it was a little bit of a disappointment. I loved, you know, Darius, Shinanuma, Noctu, and Totten, and all those original ones. And I don't know, some of the Black Ops ones didn't quite do it for me. But I mean, in general, the zombies, the campaign, and actually the combat training was really awesome as well. I mean, the ability to play with bots when you're raging with online is just a really good attribute for a game to have. But anyway, let's start talking about the multiplayer. And I mean, in general, I think this was the best Call of Duty in terms of the online, and I will kind of get into that a bit later. But I mean, there were a lot of issues with it, and I'm going to kind of list a few of those issues in this video, but, I mean, there was obviously a big issue with, you know, SMGs and snipers and shotguns. SMGs, a lot of them could have done with a massive patch. Guns like the Uzi, the Mac, as you're probably watching right now, the Mac are just terrible, terrible guns, and just really need a patch. And then you have guns like the 74U and the FAMAS, which are just much, much better. I think gun balancement in this game wasn't done well at all. The snipers were in this game were, I mean, the L96 was the coolest gun ever, pretty much. But in terms of that, the snipers weren't very cool, and they just were a bit underpowered. You know, quickscoping was, I love quickscoping in a COD, but unfortunately, quickscoping wasn't in this game for the first, like, 7 months. And obviously the shotguns. I guess the shotguns are pretty fun, but I gotta say, my favorite gun in this game would have been the AK the whole time. AK-47 was so much fun to use. AK with, like, Flak Jacket, Marathon, and Sleight of Hand Pro, I'd just dominate every game. Another big problem about this game was the fact that the lag and the hit detection. I mean, I don't know if it was just the Treyarch servers that suck or what the hell the story is there, but I must say the lag in this game was a massive problem. The hit detection was pretty lame at a lot of times, but you know, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't like in COD 5 where you'd always join a 2-bar connection. At least you got a 4-bar connection, which was always good. The perks in general were really good, except for the fact that Ghost and Second Chance were in the game. I mean, apart from that, the perks were pretty well balanced. I mean, everyone pretty much used Sleight of Hand and Marathon and pretty much Flak Jacket, but I mean, they were pretty well balanced. Like, I mean, there wasn't your Danger Close or your one-man army, so that was pretty well done, apart from Ghost and Second Chance. But I guess if you wanted to compare this game to Modern Warfare 2, I think this game would be the much better game. I mean, you take out all the crap of Modern Warfare 2, and this is what you get. Just a normal game that isn't too, isn't too, you know, crazy and just explosions going everywhere and just like a psycho movie sort of thing. Because, I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was a lot of fun, but it just was too chaotic, and there was too many overpowered kill streaks and stuff like that. And this game took that out and just made it a pretty balanced game overall. The kill streaks were definitely a lot of fun in this game. The chopper gunner and the dogs was just a really fun setup to use. Gunship wasn't the best, I got to admit. But in general, the Blackbird was a brilliant addition to the game. That was like the best kill streak you could possibly use in this game, obviously. I'm really glad they brought in the Blackbird. What else was there what else was there in this game? I guess, yeah, the big thing that this game brought, I guess, was wager matches and COD points. And I'm all for wager matches. I think it's an awesome idea, but COD points, completely against that idea. I love having the idea of actually unlocking things and not needing to buy them. I don't know. I just personally like the Infinity Ward system better to the Treyarch system. But I don't know. It's your own opinion. And by the way, I would love to hear you guys' opinion on this game. Like, did you guys think it was a good game, or did you guys hate it? Because I know a lot of commentators have been bagging this game, and I just got to admit, like, we've spent so much time on this game, and sure, there is a lot of crap that goes on. It still is an awesome game, I got to admit. The maps in this game were, for the most part, they were really good. I mean, you had your firing range, your jungle rather. You had a few really good maps, and then you had like the array, your Hanoi, which just for me weren't appealing at all. I really do hope in Modern Warfare 3 they bring a lot of small maps back. I mean, in Battlefield 3 they're massive maps, except I think COD just works well with small maps, and you know, Black Ops just didn't work well with maps like Array, and Fuel from Modern Warfare 2 was just a massive fail, that map. But what else? Oh yeah, Theater Mode. Theater Mode was one of the best things that any COD, one of the biggest things that this COD brought us, because not only could you have the ability to have a file share, you could also make really cool kind of edits and effects for your montages, which unfortunately I didn't experiment with too much, but it definitely was an awesome idea to bring Theater Mode into the game. What I really loved about this game in particular was the fact that they actually patched. They had really good community support. I mean, as soon as people found out that the 74 in the FAMAS was overpowered, they just patched it immediately, and that's something that they really do well. That's what I really like about Treyarch compared to Infinity Ward. But I mean, you know. But in general, I mean, I gotta admit, this game was really solid. I mean, I personally, I borrowed it off a mate on PC, and I just found that one big problem about every single company these days is PC is just the worst port for a console game. That's something that I really hope Modern Warfare 3 is good on PC, because obviously I love PC gaming personally. But obviously Black Ops was just terrible on PC for me. I found it was. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. This will be my last Black Ops video for hopefully a good 6 months or so, you know. Hopefully Modern Warfare 3 won't be a terrible fail, but I'm probably going to be uploading a fair bit of Modern Warfare 3. I am going to the midnight release, so expect many videos on Modern Warfare 3, and I want to thank you guys for all your support throughout, you know, my Black Ops videos. I mean, that's really what's gotten me big on YouTube, or what's gotten me to where I am on YouTube, so I really want to thank you guys for your support in that, and apart from that, that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.